Hey guys, it's Pastor Chris, and I want to welcome you to week 13 of 52 Major Stories of the Bible. This week we're going to be looking at the transition from the life of Samuel to as being the last judge to the transition of Saul being the first king. And in it, you're going to see a very interesting distinction between the word theocracy and monarchy. Theocracy is a nation, as the nation of Israel was, is being ruled or governed by God himself. And of course, he used people during that time. But also we're going to see the balance and the desire from the nation of Israel to be like the other countries, to be like the other nations around them, to have a monarch or to have a king, one who ruled over them, who they could actually physically see their eyes on, and the challenge that they have with that. And it's an interesting concept because a theocracy is more of the life that we have in the local body church, right? Like God is the one who is in control. And then usually he works through the position of the pastor, or maybe in some churches there's some sort of other leadership style. And oftentimes, because we're used to seeing a democracy in the country that we're in, we desire to see the process played out in a way that we understand. But the key is we're called to search for God's will. And that's what we're going to see in the story of Samuel transitioning to Paul. We see Samuel, even the beginning of his life, and his mother Hannah, as she cried out for his birth, as she was barren and went to God, and just emotionally, so much so that people thought that she was intoxicated, that desperation in her prayer, and then the worship that she experienced whenever God provided to her the life of Samuel, and then a transition and a comparison from that to the life of Saul, who initially was anointed as king, but even in that moment, God clearly told the nation of Israel through Samuel that he would be a flawed king and that there would be issues that had to be worked out. Very cool week in week 13. There are going to be some discussion questions for you to discuss with your group shared in this post, and there's also going to be a link to the video which will help you and your group answer some of these questions. I want to thank you for joining us for week 13 of the 52 Major Stories of the Bible.